What's up, YouTube? Ride along with us as we hit the Southern Florida Adventure Trail.
We don't need a destination, let's go where the river's taking us.
A couple years ago, we came to the beautiful state of Florida to run the Florida Adventure Trail, and were completely blown away with the different landscape that Florida has to offer. With this year, that just opened the Southern Florida Adventure Trail, or the SOFAT, and we couldn't wait to get here and go all the way to the southern tip of Florida, exploring this awesome trail. We've been down here the weekend before for the Save Expo in Stark. We left there and having a little bit of trouble finding a suitable campsite, so we ended up at a hip camp. Some hip camps are really awesome. Other hip camps, not so much. We came into this one in the dark, and I'll just let you ride through where we came for in the dark with us.
Oh my God, if I would have seen this last night, I'd killed you.
Just for my defense, now when we started into this last night, you could only see lights, and I offered to turn around then.
Are you shagging wagon?
Good God, I can't believe we stayed back there. I'd have died. Good thing we came in the dark last night.
The other edge part of it.
After going through what the hip camp described as Crazy Town, we quickly made it onto the SOFAT and the adventure had begun. After a full day of exploring, we found camp at the Hickory Hammock WMA. This campsite was not completely dispersed. It was probably as dispersed as you're going to get in southern Florida. The sites were plenty big enough and separated from everybody else. This was also a good place for us to meet up with our friends Joe and Misty from the Day We Make.
You pop those in Rob's microwave because they're cold and they're stuck together.
Yeah, I think I can do that.
Misty's over here getting spoiled.
That's right.
Look at this.
You don't make me breakfast like this.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, and
Heck.
there's
She ain't over at my camp. She's over here.
By the TetonX. That's right.
Joe and Misty got in kind of late last night. And by the time they got up this morning, Misty was pretty hungry and crashed our camp for breakfast. One of the things that Deb and I have resolved this year to do while we're out traveling is to slow down and enjoy our surroundings. And that's exactly what we did this morning by taking a walk around this really cool WMA campsite.
Yeah, I want to start doing that cinematic stuff, but I don't want to spend like...
After taking a good bit of time around camp, we packed up and continued our adventure south.
I got caught up focusing on them trucks there, but I get 3 of them, right?
Yep, that's right. That's the first one of the day. You're still good.
it's kind of fun to say that's somebody else.
I bet.
Pretty much all of this morning was going to be on blacktop. John Burkmeyer, the author of the SOFAT, told us that this was going to be more of a scenic and historical route, so we really weren't expecting a whole lot of dirt. We were kind of expecting to find sites like the Fort Center archaeological site, and this is where we decided to have lunch for the day. After a windy lunch, it was time to get moving again. Another piece of history that we didn't know a whole lot about for Florida was the fact that it used to be a huge oil producer.
There used to be a lot of oil wells in Florida.
All are volunteers are like not real jobs, and when you have the quantity of
This monument, called the Sunnyfield, is a testament to that oil that was found in 1943.
put here, put up just east of here in 43.
After checking out the oil field history, we were back on dirt and making our way closer and closer to camp for the evening. And this is where we would first start seeing many, many alligators.
Yeah. Just enough to get you wet.
We were heading into the Cypress Preserve to camp for the night.
These are nice little spots.
This site also was a designated campground, but it had sites that were very private and a good bit away from each other. So it almost felt dispersed.
Nice and clean.
As we watched the incredibly beautiful Florida sunset, it was time to start cooking dinner.
I guess we need to look
I
at
think those are good.
Yeah, I think
You want
we're
those
done.
tongs? They're right there, yeah. Those is look good.
We might have burnt cooking half the time in that thing. That's
Yeah.
why.
Do you hear me?
You do?
Yeah.
So bad about that.
No, sure.
I don't know what kind of fillet this is, but it's a sucky one.
That's good.
Oh, sorry. Record.
Morning.
Good morning. What you up to?
I'm making a little coffee, which is the first thing that happens in the morning.
Absolutely.
Always.
Yes.
But yeah, Jeremy gave me this little brew check, so I've been trying it out this trip. Normally do a pour over,
Yeah, you're normally a pour over guy.
but I've moved up to the French press. So
Well, we were doing the brew tech kind of thing after the percolator, and now
now you're doing K-cups.
we're doing K-cups and just a regular coffee pot.
I know.
So
You're like at home.
at home, yeah, we are at home.
Yeah.
For day 3, we were leaving Bear Island Campground, going to make our way on through the Everglades and eventually closer to the Keys. But before that, we had a lot more alligators to see. After checking out a few more alligators along the road from Bear Island Campground, it was time to get back on the Tamiami Highway and stop and check out the world's smallest post office. After seeing if we had any mail at the post office, we decided to hop on the Loop Road. This is one of the more scenic routes, and it is absolutely full of alligators down here in the Everglades. By the time we made it to the loop road, it was about mid-afternoon and time to stop for lunch. We didn't find anything really special for this. We just stopped off the side of the highway and had a salad.
Dressing.
How's salad life?
Good. Dad makes a mean salad.
Another thing that was very interesting to note is the west side of Homestead is full of all kinds of nurseries and farming plantations. And the SOFAT takes you right through the middle of all of it.
Well, I can say I've definitely never been down this road before.
After we made it south of Homestead and near the entrance to the Everglades National Park, we decided to stay there for the night before we went on into the Keys. We camped at the Long Pine Campground, just inside the entrance to the park.
Water.
Yeah, I have.
It's not your smart water, is it, pup?
It's fine sand.
But in Florida, that'll do.
As we set up camp and talked about the day, Florida greeted us with another incredible sunset. And just like we did the other morning, we got out, took a walk well before it got dark, and enjoyed all of our surroundings. After enjoying a nice stroll around the campground, it was time for dinner.
More than we loving pizza, we love Deb making pizza.
We love that.
Tito or
These are really good.
Things.
So we did flatbread, pizza sauce, 2 kinds of pepperoni, tomatoes, bacon bits, and banana peppers.
Yeah.
Pizza night at camp. Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, I need to do.
Thank you, Deb.
Welcome.
Deb was the cook for tonight, and this has been delicious.
So far, we're really enjoying the Southern Florida Adventure Trail, and we hope you guys are too. Hold on to the next episode when we make our way down the Keys and drive as far south as we can possibly drive in the United States. Until next time, see ya.